See, people think it's funny until they start going through it, and especially when people are ignorant, slow in the brain. They're not able to see down the road. You're not gonna think this is funny when you have two failed marriages. When the second marriage, you want a divorce, and your sister convinces you. See, your second marriage, your sister finds you someone. She finds you the second person. You go through the marriage, and it fails. It becomes an epic failure, and your sister convinces you to stay for the kids, and you don't want to do it. You don't want to do it because you can't take it. You can't stand the marriage. You just don't want to do it, but you put up with it for the kids because which man is going to want a woman who have two kids? No man's going to want that. He's not going to want something that's used up. No offense, I'm not trying to be rude, but I'm just being real. So you stay, because who's gonna want to be with you? Which man in the right mind gonna want to love you? So you're forced to stay in this fucked up situation, and you put yourself in this. I saw this. I saw this 3 years ago. I remember telling you in my old channel. I spoke about this, and then I asked so I could read it, and it was dead on, describing this. 3 years from now, you start going through the pain. You see, the pain, the suffering doesn't really start until 3 years from now. You really start going through it. And the same people who sabotage you, who did all the darkness, they're going to have to watch you suffer. They're going to have to watch you go through it. And you're going to go insane. You're going to lose it. Because you didn't listen to the warnings. You were warned. You were warned to do the right thing. Regardless. Let's be honest here. Karma is real. The fact that this guy did what he did, and you guys covered it up, and protect him from taking full responsibility for his actions. And then you're gonna lay with this guy and have a kid. What do you fucking think gonna happen to your children? Like what happened to your mother? Like mother, like daughter. You don't see the cycles? Life is a vicious cycle. Life is a circle. It goes round and round and round. Roll, roll, roll your boat gently down the stream. Roll, roll. Circles. History repeats itself unless you break the cycle. But how are you going to break the cycle if you haven't done any work to improve, to heal? Let me ask you a question. How would you feel if your daughter was raped? But you don't think about that. You don't think about long term. You just think about yourself. You just think about the moment. You just think about your pleasures. You just think about the lust. You just think about the money. But you don't think about the repercussions, the long effects it has on other people's lives. What are you going to do? Treat your daughter the same way your mother treat you? I'm telling you, everything is going to hit you like a ton of bricks. Just like what that guy did to other women. You have a kid with him, boom, instant karma. Because he hasn't changed, you haven't changed, two karmics being together. Just like he did those to those women, It's the same thing will be done to your children. Same thing will be done to your daughter. Okay? The sins from the father and the mother falls on the children. But you don't change. You refuse to listen. You rationalize it. If your children go through it, it will be your fault. I'm telling you, you're gonna be living one big nightmare. I saw you laying in bed being haunted. You go through it. You go through a lot of shit. And it's no accident. So when people think they get away with things, they don't. Nothing in this world you get away with. The way how you make your bed is how you lay in it. You reap what you sow. If you dig a grave for someone else, make sure you dig a grave for yourself. Because if you're digging a grave for someone, you're going to fall in it. You keep casting spells to kill someone, what do you think is going to happen? If the person ain't end up dying, what do you think is going to end up happening? Eventually, those spells are going to have to go back to you. Think. You don't think, you just do things. And you don't think about the consequences. And then you can't take the pain later. You can dish it, but you can't take the pain. Then don't dish the pain if you can't fucking take it. If you can't take your pain, don't dish it out. Be a good person. Live with fucking integrity. Because what you're going to end up doing, you're going to end up cursing yourself and your whole fucking family and your whole bloodline. And you're going to see a lot of crazy shit happen to these people, the people that you love. And it will be no one's fault but your own, because you took a part of it. You allowed it. And you got involved in it. And you didn't do nothing to stop it. And you kept lying. So when people in your life start getting sick, when people in your life start dropping, when people in your life start, you wondering why, don't ask why. This is the energy you put it out. You're getting back your karma. It is you. You did it to yourself. Take ownership. Take ownership. Own that shit. Drake song, own that shit. Own that shit. Own it. I'm telling you, right now, you're gonna go through it. You're gonna go through a lot of shit. A lot of pain. And your family will be there on the front row seat watching you. Even they will feel sorry for you.